We got a lot of people in there. Just make sure you smash the like button. Pelicans win 112-104. Let's fucking do it.
First took away. Yes, with this. Get your money's worth now.
Presented to you by the Birdsall Lawfirm, the official injury lawyers of Pro Pels Talk Located, 19 Poydras Street by the Superdome. Give them a call at 504-523-5413 if you're someone who has been involved in the accident. Birdsall Lawfirm, the official injury lawyers of Pro Pels Talk. Me and Lito tonight on a Friday night. They actually show up on a Friday night. They beat the Clippers. Last time we did this, Lito, we were on the floor. You almost got in a fight with the security guard.
Man.
Neither here nor there.
That's that guy.
I always appreciate the super chats. You want to talk? Okay, X.
Go,
you know what, X? All right, X. You know what? I was going to start Zion, but just because you support the show and you're here every single night.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And Chris Connor's about to join the show?
Oh, he got the gold do-rag on top to the side like he Tupac. Let's go. Let's fucking go, Chris. Let's make this shit happen, cuz. Yeah.
Lala, if you can, make sure if you can get that Herb Jones. There was a block on I think he had a Paul George blocked on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No way he's supposed to get to that. No way. Herb started inside of the paint. He started running from inside of the paint. Paul George was not by the 3-point line. Paul George was at least 3 feet behind the 3-point line, and he still blocked it, dog.
Is he first team all defense?
Bro, he the team. He the team. He the whole team. He the whole defensive team.
Chris, what are you drinking? Chris, what are you drinking? Chris, what are you drinking?
One more time.
What are you drinking?
We're not. You know what? We're not sponsored by them, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
No, wait. What you mean by this, dog? What you mean? What? Man, Justin we can't just talk. Like
what? We drinking Miller Lite. There we go.
Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What we got?
So
you want to go with her?
You know,
okay. Wow, you're ready to go. Just go.
Well, I mean, because you know what though? Because look. I came here dressed comfortable, like Zion looked. Okay, I don't know if y'all noticed. I got a robe on. Okay, this how I arrived. You know, I got and I see something here in the comments. Some of y'all crazy. Y'all let Ric Flair run around in a robe and underwear and wrestle men for 40 years. For 40 years. Don't talk about me in my robe. I'm comfortable. Zion put up 34. You know what I mean? He looked comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You know, Herb looked comfortable with one of the best blocks and sequences you ever see in your career. Leave me alone. Learn how to tie your do-rag to the front. For those of y'all that don't know. So, look, I came here comfortable because at one point I did not think the Pelicans were gonna win this game. They closed the game. This is how I wasn't even gonna join this damn stream. One way or another, I was even going to bed. Okay, I was gonna have a wrestling match with my woman, or I was gonna end up coming in here talking shit. One way or another, and they decided to win the game. And I got to give the coaching staff some credit.
Man, give the credit out. Speaking of credit, we got a T-shirt out, Lito. We got to give them credit. Give them some credit, Chris. Go ahead.
So look, this game in a lot of ways was about the fact that the Clippers didn't have a matchup for Zion. I understand that, and there was some other timely contributions, and I think. I do want to talk at some point about Brandon's defense and some of the things that I'm seeing him sacrifice with the lack of offensive scoring, production right now that he's going through some nights, or it feels like most nights at this point, right? But the game was won when the coaching staff called for what the game called for. They did whatever it was going to take to win the game, no matter what it meant. Putting Larry Nance in the game, that seems like something that we're used to already to close the game. But it made sense tonight because Larry Nance played really, really well. He played really, really well, I think, on both sides of the floor. But the sub that was taking out CJ McCollum and putting Trey Murphy back in the game. That was the closing lineup based off of what the game called for. And it gotta, you know, like that's your $30 million guy. That's one of the coaches on the floor. That's one of the leaders, right? Being able to sit him in a game like this, and shout out to CJ, being a really good teammate doing the more. But shout out to he was stinking up the floor, turning the ball over left and right, getting caught up in the air. He looked healthy tonight, and he was turning the ball over. Tonight CJ gets criticized. But Larry on the other side did not. Shout out to the staff for having the balls to make that decision and not giving up on it at any moment, not putting CJ in with 2 minutes left. They ran with it, and I think that won them the game. And y'all go ahead.
Man, Chris, that's a perfect way to start the show because I couldn't agree more with you. Lito, this is just for you, though.
This is flat out incredible. Incredible. You got a top 10 defense without a rim protector.
Bro,
This is flat out incredible. Incredible. You got a top 10 defense without a rim protector.
Bro, how you get a block? Listen. That the angle of that replay does not show you where he fucking started from, though. Like, it doesn't make sense. Listen, how you get a block and you turn it into your own fast break? Your own fast break dunk. Like, you got a transition dunk off your own block, bro. That's insane. Paul George gotta have nightmares when he playing against Herb, bro. You know how many threes Herb has blocked on Paul George?
Hey, can we talk? But first off, Paul George is an incredible talent, by the way. Like, he's incredible.
No offensive weaknesses.
Like, none. I thought he was great tonight, and he might have, I don't know exactly the box score. Actually, here, I have it right here. What did Paul George finish with tonight? 26. Yeah, he was incredible tonight. I thought he was one of the better. He was the second best offensive player on the floor. But still, Herb Jones has these moments against Paul George. It's one of the best offensive scorers in the league, and Herb makes that like in his sleep.
It's a routine play. He do that shit like breathing. Like he it's nothing. It's Chris, you reading Defense for Dummies? Yeah. Say, look, but nah, man. Like Herb, look, and we criticized Herb last game for not taking no shots. He took 6 tonight. He took 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, like, I mean, he should. He went 1 of 3. He had a big 3.
5 assists.
God, he had 5 assists.
Yeah, 5 assists. Listen, man. Listen. Justin, fuck
we still haven't. It's 8 minutes in.
Justin.
Go ahead.
Fuck all that. Fuck all of that. I want to talk about Zion. I want to talk about Zion. It was a point. I don't know if you remember this conversation, but it was a point where I told you I believe in a playoff series he could average 40. You told me, I don't know.
I said that, because of the wall. Yep,
that's what you told me.
I'll stand on that.
The wall don't matter. The wall don't matter, bro. The wall don't matter. I tweeted something tonight and I said Zion is literally equal MC squared. He is literally an equation that does not make sense. Dog, to go up with the velocity that he jumps off the floor with, and to have that type of feathery touch to make layup, bro. Zion be making pause if applicable. Zion be making layups. That does not make sense. This dude ran down a full fucking court in 2 seconds. He ran down full court in 2 seconds, Justin.
Is that the end of the third quarter? Lala,
yes.
Also, go to Pelicans film room at the end of the third quarter. If you can get that clip, that'd be impressive. But like there was 2.8 seconds left, I think, or maybe 3.2 seconds left. And Zion went coast to coast.
It was 3.5 seconds.
You know how
94 feet. It was 94 it was 94 feet.
It was 1-on-5.
He looked like a running back, bro.
No, I ain't never seen like anything like that for my life. Like I was like,
dog.
I like the dude I was with. I was like, yo, that's not normal. It's just not fucking normal. That size, that speed, that strength coming downhill like that.
Justin,
and then the ability to finish.
But Chris, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you up, but Chris, going that full speed and then having the touch, going full speed, but having this soft little touch to just lay it off the top of the front of the rim.
Zion at one point tonight shot a running jump hook floater. I've never in my life seen anybody do that before. He shot a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar special. That's what he did. bro. Bro. Listen, if you're gonna get that guy, if that's gonna be the guy, I don't know. Good luck, man. I don't know what else to tell you. Good luck. Pray about it.
Chris, is this the best? Is this the best you ever seen Zion at, or do you think December last year was the best?
I think it's kind of equal to what he was last year around December, January. Well,
you think it's the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's the same. This is what he was doing in that Minnesota game. You know, this is what he was doing in the Toronto game. The scary part is, Justin, is that we never got to see what that looked like as the season progressed. And we'll get a chance to see that now. We'll get a chance to see that going forward. And I think that's the scary part about the whole equation.
Like, first off, there's 340 some people in here, 11 minutes in. Like, make sure y'all smash the like button if you're new to the channel, subscribe, all that stuff. We really appreciate it. I'll try to get comments, questions. I'm going to star them if I like them, and we're going to answer them in the later part of the show. But Lito is, back to, I guess, what I asked Chris is like, do you think this is the best version of Zion? And what's funny, Lito, if you look at the stats, you're like, I mean, I don't know his
14 for 21.
No, I know he's 14-21. Let's see. I mean, statistically, this isn't his greatest. But no, what I'm saying is that statistically, this isn't his greatest year ever as an NBA player. But I feel like
it's not.
It's he's averaging a career low in points. He's averaging a career low in free throw percentage, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, all that stuff.
But you're averaging a career high in wins. So that shit don't really matter. The wins is getting it.
That's where I feel like he's playing winning basketball to where he's in control the entire game. I thought tonight when Zion had the ball, he was in control the entire night.
He playing from a angle of like basketball mastery at this point. Like the game is super, super slow for him. He's appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate I forgot who it was that gave the $5, but appreciate you too.
Yeah, there's a lot of super chats we're gonna get to. Of course,
Joe,
X.
Appreciate y'all, bro. Thank y'all. Go off.
You, appreciate you.
Love. Zion playing from a guy who the game is totally slowed down for, and he understands that. Yeah, I could score 30 when I want to, but also I could give you these 5 assists, these 7 assists. Tonight he has 7 rebounds. Like, you get to a point where you impact the game without scoring so much. And I want to talk about Brandon because I think Brandon did a lot of that tonight.
Oh, I got Brandon in my stat. I got Brandon in the notes. I thought Brandon. I keep saying this, Lito. I think Brandon's playing some of the best basketball he's played in his career, especially in the Pelicans. I think he's playing winning basketball. And of course, a lot of the stands and all this shit will say, well, he's not getting his field goal attempts and so on and so forth. I think he's controlling the game, and defensively, he's taking a lead. Chris, let's talk about Brandon. Like, defensively, and then Lito, I want to hear your thoughts on this. But we talked about the Jarrett Allen thing a couple nights ago, but again tonight, I thought he was very active. There are moments, big moments in the game where he was either getting deflection, steal, or a big rebound and going in transition. Like, look, I know Brandon's not lighting it up with points per game and stuff like that, but I think Brandon's playing winning basketball. And to be honest with you, this is an actual fact. This is the most he's ever won in his 7-year career. This is the most he's ever won. He's got 40 wins right now. It's the most he's ever won.
So look, I mean, I think the other side of this coin is that they're going to need him to find ways to contribute, putting the ball in the basket, whether he's being blitzed, whatever the coverages are. He's going to have to figure out a way to give you more than 13 points and wins, 7 points and wins, 12 points and wins. That's not going to fly in the playoffs with how teams are going to play him. But what he's doing, what is impressive, is that he's solidified.
Lito brought that up.
Appreciate that. Listen, my girl. Never mind.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the most.
Damn.
Yo.
Right.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thomas.
Damn, Thomas.
Was that an error? No take backsies.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you,
Hey, make sure you DM Pro Pels Talk, and I'll get you a shirt. Appreciate you, Thomas.
Man.
Go ahead.
Hey.
Go ahead. Chris?
Thomas about to be calling his bank in the morning saying, "I don't recognize these charges."
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like Brandon, while he's not scoring, and I do think he's going to have to in these type of games going forward. I think his acceptance of where Zion is right now is one thing, but what he's doing defensively is showing something different. That's showing that, like you said, Justin, he's willing to do whatever it takes at this point to win. He's playing and defending like someone is saying, I'm one of the better defenders on the team. And there are certain like he made two of the most important defensive plays in the game, probably top 5. Nothing was more impressive than the Herb block. But the help, like his help coverage was I think the best of anyone who touched the floor tonight. Like incredible help coverage. He did things defensively that don't show up on box scores, including when they went to the small lineup having to take on whether it was Plumlee at one point or whether it was Zubac or when the Clippers went completely small. I mean, I think that's what's impressive to me is that while Brandon isn't scoring the basketball the way I'm sure that he would like to. And then I mean he got outside his character. We saw him take a 3 coming off of a screen where he would typically step in for it too. He took a 3, he made it. The 3 he took at about 6, I think it was 5 or 6 left in the fourth quarter was a huge 3. We ain't used to seeing him make them anymore. We're not used to seeing him shoot them anymore. He shot it with confidence. That was his second 3 of the game. It was an important one. He's really, really trying to give this team whatever the game calls for.
He's bought in.
It's going to
he's bought in, Chris.
He's bought in. And that's all you can ask.
He's fully bought in. Like he's fully bought in. And like that's
but he gotta score. He's gonna have to score. He's got to score the basketball.
And there are times where I think tonight where like, and I thought Jose was great off the bench. I thought Najee had good moments, but like there are times where I'm like, nah, Brandon needs to take that shot or Zion needs to take that shot. Lito, this is just for you.
It is all even. Yes, all even at 80. Z, the distance. Got it away in time. That's 3.5 seconds.
I don't even think I got a full 3 Mississippi. Like I was trying. Yeah. That's crazy.
Wait, I caught it. I caught it before you said it. I caught it.
It is all even. Yes, all even at 80. Z, the distance. Got it away in time. That's 3.5 seconds, Joe. Man, 3.5 seconds.
But then he's playing with that. He's playing with that passion. He's playing with that. Like, yo,
I keep saying
something different.
If the Pelicans play with pace, if they play with that kind of pace going forward and that kind of emotional intelligence, like man, and that dude playing like that, I don't know. Again, I don't know what to tell you. They had PJ Tucker out there praying to some man in the sky to save him because, bro, I don't know if y'all peeped this, but I don't remember who threw the pass. I think it was Brandon. Brandon was trapped in the corner, threw a pass to Zion. Zion caught, he mossed whoever it was that was right there, and he put his shoulder in his chest, and he was about to score a touchdown.
It's look, y'all. It's great. I will say this. I think this was a game that they should have put away a lot earlier than they ended up doing so. Ty Lue had his players ready to play, but no James Harden. Bones Highland stunk it up second night of a back-to-back. You got Paul George and Kawhi either at or entering the wrong side of 30. You're supposed to put them in the dirt early. I do believe that specifically without James Harden. I'm happy that they got the win in that type of intensity against a team that has players that have been involved in these kind of environments. But man, look, some point, I don't know when it's gonna happen. And I hope these last few games before the playoffs start end up, they figuring it out. I love what Brandon is doing, but they got to figure out whether it's through the coaching staff and some of the lineups or it's simply BI. They got to figure out how to get this brother more points regardless of the coverages he's seeing because they ain't going to stop. He's going to get blitzed regardless.
You talking about Brandon and double at the top?
Yeah.
Hey, look.
It's kind of like a pick your poison though, Chris. Like here's my thing. As a coach, especially when you have these many weapons on the team. If Brandon's gonna get doubled, or if Zion's gonna get doubled, I'm gonna live. I'm hoping, because that means I'm playing 4-on-3. I thought tonight, though, Chris, like you make a good point. It was a slow pace game. I thought they could have picked up the tempo, especially on being on a back to back. There were certain adjustments I would have made, but like I thought the coaching staff was fantastic tonight. I recognize Brandon getting blitz tonight, and I thought his decision making was a little slower than what it's been. I think actually Brandon's been a really good a really good playmaker. I thought tonight he held on the ball a little bit too long. You do that in a 7-game series, Chris. I think by game 1 or 2, like you do that, like all right, I'll see it on film. I'll make a quicker reaction. For tonight, I'm thinking maybe Brandon wasn't expecting it, because throughout the year, I think Brandon's been really good getting off the ball, getting doubled. Tonight, to your point, though, I thought he was a little hesitant.
Listen, and they're gonna have to figure out, especially with CJ not producing
Look,
well
man,
right now.
The ball's got to be in the ball's got to be in 14-er-1's hands. Like it is what it is. Like I think CJ's been great for this team. Like he's the third option. This is back to the hierarchy thing. He's the third option. I don't care what you say. It's Zion. It's number 1, number 14, and number 3. To me, it's very simple. There's got to be a hierarchy. But CJ is struggling. But I thought Brandon was great tonight.
Listen, I don't think Brandon was great, but I think because listen, 4 for 12.
Overall, I thought he was great.
He contested. He had some great contests on defense. He fought through screens. He got a rebound off a contest on a Kawhi 3.
You saw that.
Like he got some great rebounds. I'm with Chris. If this team is gonna contend, if you're gonna get to where you want to get to, he gotta score points too.
He does, but when Zion's okay, like
it ain't really a but though. You know what I'm saying? Like he just got it. Just got to do it. Like he just got to do it.
Let me ask this, Lito. He's got to score, right? But would you rather him shoot the contested middies like we've complained about, or would you rather him make the right play?
I think that he's good enough to be able to figure out how to get a better shot than a contested midi.
And I thought he attacked the rim tonight very well. I thought he hit a huge baseline jumper early in the 4th. I think it was what it was. I thought he had some timely buckets. Now, did he light up the box score tonight? No. But he deferred to Zion, like who was the dude. And then Trey comes in with 14. Like CJ's struggling.
Look, but Justin, but that's not the argument. Brandon was clearly locked in and focused. I mean, and I saw him, in a shooter's position when Zion had the ball in certain situations. While maybe in other games he might be in the corner, just kind of standing, like a wide receiver that knows he's not getting the basketball. So I think I like a lot of things that Brandon is doing in regards to buying in. I'm just saying that we've seen enough playoff games in our lives, bro. Even dating back to you pick whatever Pelicans and Hornets teams. Your best 2 guys, dog. I mean, whether we were talking Chris Paul and David West, whether we were talking Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis, so on and so forth, like they both have to find a way to score, because when you play teams like the Clippers, like look, Paul George and Kawhi both had solid nights, different parts of the game. But what do you do when you add James Harden to that mix? You know what I'm saying? And you got 3 guys like they are going to need, and I'm not saying it's all on Brandon, but they are going to have to find a way. They gotta be dominant together at some point against a healthy team. They got it. You know what I mean?
You mentioned healthy team. Like, I think the Clippers are like really struggling with that. I was thinking about that today, Chris. Like, so obviously Terrence Mann was banged up tonight. James Harden has this shoulder thing going on. Russell's obviously out for a while. Kawhi's had the back spasms. Like, I'm really interested. Like, it's like Chaz has talked about it a bunch of times. Ross talked about it a bunch of times. Like, it really might end up being like, who's the healthier team? And the Clippers, I feel like, are just on the way down. Go ahead, Lito.
Me and Chris did a show about this. And I said, the thing that could work out in the Pelicans' favor, which people don't like to rely on, is luck. you might run into a team that's unhealthy, right? I told Chris his exact name. For 3 years, Golden State, which turned into a dynasty, had the ability, had the option, or had the luck to play teams that weren't fully healthy, or players got injured in playoff series.
Yep.
They use
think
it to
about
their
Toronto's
advantage.
championship run, bro. Like think about Toronto's championship run when Clay goes out the ACL.
Right.
Who else got hurt in that series? Was it Draymond?
KD.
I'm sorry, KD pops the Achilles. Like, yeah, do you think Toronto's apologizing for winning a championship because
Absolutely
KD
not. I
pops the
wouldn't
Achilles?
either.
No, it's all about literally like who's the healthier team at the end of the year. Fresh Prince, appreciate the super chat. Zion was go ahead, Chris.
Look. I like that they got the win, and I gave Brandon some compliments. I think, if I can give CJ a compliment, he did look, when his first shot was strong, I said, okay, he's either been resting or he's feeling better. He's feeling a little bit fresh. He had a couple shots that looked like CJ. He turned Plumlee opposite direction. That was a nice play. Pause. And he had a defensive possession against Paul George. Look, son, I'm 5'9", 5'10" with shoes on. Like, I've guarded 6'3", 6'4". It's hell. So if you are guarding one of the better and most talented creators that this generation would say you have ever seen, that's how this generation feels about Paul George. If you are CJ McCollum at 6'3", guarding Paul George at 6'8", there's a defensive possession where, given the height difference, you could not tell. It's one of the best defensive possessions you could ask a dude of CJ's height to put forward. He fought through a screen, fought through fakes, up fakes, post fadeaways, contested it perfectly without fouling. That was beautiful. But that was the only really two things he did all night. It was god awful. They will not be able to beat good teams in the series. I don't give a fuck if Zion dropped 50. It's not gonna happen if Brandon's only to give you 13 or 14 and CJ's giving you 11. They gotta figure it out. Again, I'm happy they won. It was a good game, but they're gonna have to. They gotta figure that out as the season starts to close.
That's totally fair for you to bring up. So go ahead, Lito.
This is a couple CJ stinkers in a row.
It's been a couple weeks now.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a lot of stinkers, and it's been a lot of low scoring Brandon games also.
He needs to join.
What up?
If you can join 5,
I really feel like going into the playoffs, like you can't, bro. Like I'm not trying to be negative. We win the game. I'm definitely thrilled about it. But big picture shit. You gotta have those guys. You gotta get creative with maybe running something for BI where,
bro,
he don't go 4 for 12, bro.
It's about creating advantage. Like, I completely agree with that. Look, man. I'm happy for the ghost screens that Trey's getting off Zion's ball handling with the flare screen from Larry. But people and Plumlee tonight started sniffing it out, and he started calling it out. You gotta pause. You gotta figure a way to get Trey Murphy other looks from other sets. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with the ghost screen. The ghost screen's been great, where Trey acts like he's in screen, pops back out, and Larry sets the flare, and it's a 3. Eventually, playoff teams in playoff atmosphere, playoff series, they're going to figure that out. You got to throw multiple actions. That's what I'm a little worried about.
Trey needs to be arrested for that 4-on-1 3. That 4-on-1 3 attempt, by the way. He needs to be in jail. And not just any jail, a Jefferson Parish jail. He needs to be spending a night in a Jefferson Parish jail.
That's crazy.
For that 4-on-1. And that's my dog. No. Corey right, though. But look, Corey's 100% right.
Right here?
He said that we need to see CJ off the ball.
Why is Zion in the corner instead of CJ in the corner?
No, but wait though. You remember that stretch where they continue? They got CJ the ball by moving him, by running him around off of.
Yep, it was a dribble handoff. It was a entry into the post, high post, and there was a down screen, and it turned into basically a double drag with a dribble handoff.
And they ran it.
CJ was coming off. That's when CJ fucked in.
4 or 5 times.
CJ turned Plumlee around. Pause. Pause.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing, Justin. I ain't say
it.
nothing.
But CJ turned Plumlee around like a total 180 and hit the midi, right? That was crazy.
I mean, he got that, and then there was an assist, I think, to Larry on another play. Like that was the best sequence of CJ that I've seen in a few weeks. Like that was him having some type of success. We haven't seen CJ even attempt to go downhill that much, in which it's working because the outside shot isn't there right now. Just that was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Because before that, he said fucking. And then he said he turned Plumlee around. It's crazy.
It's Friday night. I had a couple cocktails at the game. It was Friday night. I mean, what do you want me to do? It was rough. All right. So we've never done this before. Okay. So I need everyone's attention. And Lito and Chris don't even know this is happening.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
It's the most we've ever had in a room, 370 people. So if you send in a super chat or you become a member from here on out, from the 31-minute mark down, you will enter. It can be a super chat or you can become a member. You'll enter to win 2 floor seats to Spurs Pelicans second game. Last, it will be. So the game will be Friday, April 5th. If you give us a super chat or you become a member of the channel, you will enter to win 2 floor seats to the Spurs Pelicans game April 5th. It's either one super chat or you become a member. Lala, at the end of the stream, we're going to do a wheel. We're going to bring it up on the screen, and we will present the winner. So from here on out, the 32-minute mark, you can win 2 floor seats. It can be a super chat or you can become the member. So we appreciate y'all.
This motherfucker got surprises. He came in here with gifts.
Jonathan Williams, you can go. So Thomas, so here you go. Thomas, you're entered into the sweepstakes, so you can become a member by hitting the member. Lala, how do you become a member? Should we get Lala actually on the screen? Like, you might need to help us out here. Here, Lala's joining. Lala, go ahead. You might be muted. We're struggling here. Either way, you become a member. Oh wait, we're struggling.
I'm not trying to join.
Well, you just joined. How do you become a member, Lala?
You have to just go to the YouTube page and click join. Also, make sure your super chat is more than $10.
$10. Well, you're going $10. We'll accept the first 3, but if you go over 10, there you go. So we're gonna do that.
I'm not cheap, Justin.
For the people that don't know Lala, she does all the graphics in the background. She does all the highlights, everything. She literally gets up all the shows. Like, she is literally the MVP of Boot Crew Media. So shout out. This is a really good shout out here to Lala. So we appreciate you, everything you do. So speaking of Trey Murphy, Lito, when Trey plays well, the team's different.
Absolutely.
They're just different. So tonight, 5-10 from the field, 4 of 9 from deep, 14 points, 6 rebounds, again, 4 assists. A lot of people are saying that he was scared to shoot the other night, which I think is kind of crazy. Man, we appreciate you, man. Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Y'all teeing
up. We
okay.
Appreciate y'all, man. So y'all all entered,
what up?
All entered in the floor seats.
504 boy, what up?
What up, 504? Miss Carolyn, how you doing?
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Lala, you might have a fan here. So
that's crazy.
Lito, talk to me about Trey when he gets 9 3-point attempts tonight, goes 4 of 9. Thought he was pretty aggressive tonight. He's been playing at a different speed over this last 2 weeks. Is he truly the X factor of this team?
Yeah, he and most importantly,
oh my god,
what the fuck is happening?
what's happening? Yo, okay, Friday, everybody got paid. Yep.
No, we appreciate y'all, man. This
y'all.
Really crazy,
bro.
Caleb always being here. Shout
out, for real, man.
Caleb, thank
you. Make sure you DM me too. We'll get you a couple shirts as well, man. We appreciate
it.
That's crazy.
Hey, look,
Jared. There you go.
Jared's
joining the show, Jared. So if you don't know, we got 5. We got some crazy super chats, man. Like people showing.
I was pulling up. I'm like, yo, so I saw somebody drop 20.
Jesus.
Hey,
Nah, somebody
dog.
just shot like
Someone
Caleb
shot
just
the
dropped
honey.
99.
Someone
Like he
just
just
shot
dropped
the
the
honey
hundo.
piece.
Damn.
Yeah. Yo, like,
got money.
we going to the Sizzler. We going to the Sizzler.
We going to Sizzler.
Hey, Denzel, man, look, I made it home 5 minutes ago. I had to talk to the dude outside. We was chopping it up about the game, bro. Hey, bro, stop counting my steps, man. Bro.
Oh, he's coming in hot. 5 just coming in hot.
Yeah. Yo, I got
Hold up,
some
wait,
stories.
5. Wait, 5. Wait.
Go
We
ahead.
I cannot let
I thank the Lord. I thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love this shit.
That's the pause button from here on out. That is the
Oh, yeah,
pause
all
button.
right.
Here on now.
For sure. Man, listen, I got some stories to tell y'all, bro. I'm gonna let y'all know a little secret, bro. People watching this show. And now when I say people watching this show. So it's not just like a fans watching, people watching. And I gotta be the one to hear about the shit that go on, even when I ain't the one that said it.
Hold up, talk to us. Talk
Yeah.
to us.
let me-
Talk to
Now,
us. What you got?
No, I just want to let y'all know, like, and the people know, like, hey, people watching the show, man, they paying attention. They paying attention, man. I thought this was a really good win tonight. I thought this might have been Willie Green's best game of the season. I thought he was unconventional. He didn't care. Like, if there was an opportunity to get Zion in to the game, like oh, come on, let's go. All right, we're trying to score here. Like, I thought Zion was amazing. Just his effort, right? I thought his effort set the tone initially. Like, remember, like early in the season, Justin, me and you were talking about there was this one play. I think Brandon or Zion didn't dive on the floor. I think it was against Houston, right?
Yeah.
And we was like, man, if you dive on the floor, then everybody else has to do it. Zion dives on the floor
Appreciate you.
first quarter, and then it just seemed like it was a diving fest.
Everyone fell in line. It was
Like,
everybody.
You got to Herb laboring the shoulder, still diving on the ground. Like, I mean, we can talk about the block eventually, but like, that team. If this team lost tonight, I wouldn't have been mad. Like, you couldn't have been mad at it, because playing like that is conducive to winning. If you would have lost him, fuck it. It is what it is. But playing this way and executing late in the game, getting good shots, even if you miss the shots, like, bro, that's basketball. Like, that's a team, the city, like, you saw the energy just rise with that. Like, that's the type of basketball I would like to see on a regular basis.
It sounds like you stated a hierarchy where somebody set a tone and then it was immediately followed.
Oh, yeah, we didn't say it. They said it, right? Like, the play said it. One's play, not one as a number, but one as a person did that.
Setting the tone, 5. Setting the tone. Hey, 5. We've been kind of going back and forth about just like Zion and the coaching staff, but I want to hear your thoughts on this.
It is all even. Yes, all even at 80. Z the distance. Got it away in time.
We better be thanking God Zion's stepdad gave him a basketball, not a fucking football.
Man,
we better be thanking the Lord. Like, Aaron Donald retired today, Zion Williamson would be on the same trajectory as that easily, bro. No, like, bro, I'm not getting in the way of Zion going 3.5 seconds. I think it might have been 3 dribbles or 4 dribbles,
bro.
Maybe.
Crazy.
Like NBA.
It is all even. Yes, all even at 80. Z the distance.
4.
Look where he took off from,
Bro.
Gen Z, man.
That's not real, man. That's not real, bro. Like, he went through 4 defenders. It wasn't like he got a clean break.
4 defenders.
Remember the play Kyra did? I think it was against Chicago last year, right? Like, he had Kyra Lewis was the only player in the NBA that could have done that. Nah, I lied. He can do it. Number 1 can do it. Like, that's insane. That's not common, bro.
So back to man, appreciate the super chat. So
Appreciate
yeah,
you,
once
Jared.
again,
Thank
if
you,
y'all
brother.
join, appreciate you, Jerry. If y'all joining all super chats tonight, get entered into a floor seats giveaway, 2 floor seats to the Spurs Pelicans on April 5th. Lito, can we hear? He'll be down, folks. Wow.
God, crazy, dog.
You want to get back to Trey Murphy, Lito?
Oh yeah, man. Like, listen, we said this last pod, I believe, as Trey goes, the team goes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's certainly not a
No, I was just reading the comments.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. But it was on Lala. You missed it.
Lala joined the show.
Yeah, I heard her voice. Yeah,
man, look, Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. Like,
what do you commercial? What do you commercial?
Wait, hold on.
Sorry, Lito, go ahead.
He played very controlled tonight. The shots that he didn't, Justin, you said he wasn't scared. He didn't look scared to shoot to you the last game. I don't know if he was scared, but last game maybe he just wasn't prepared to take those shots. Maybe he wasn't ready to take those shots. Tonight he looked totally different. Like the moment wasn't too the lights weren't too bright. The lights were yeah. The lights weren't too bright for him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't caught up in. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, they.
We need commercial. We need from DraftKings.
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you.
Yo, all y'all unserious. Y'all unserious. The people in the chat unserious. Like, this is crazy. How am I supposed to comment on the game like this? What up, Chuck?
We're trying to put out a show here. We can't even. Shit. Chris,
How you want me to talk basketball right now?
Hey, we got. You know what? Let's hear from Company Burger.
Company Burger is the official burger of Pro Pels Talk and Boot Crew Media. Located at 4600 Ferret Street, Company Burger has been locally owned and operated for 11 years. Grind the meat, bake the buns, make the mayo, get the homemade tots. Company Burger uses Creekstone Farms prime beef to create the best burger in the city with milkshakes to go and a full bar.
No.
Why would you do that?
No, we're not. Come on now.
Shout out Company Burger, 4600 Ferret Street. Chris, so do you think Trey Murphy's finally back to 100%?
How you gonna ask me why I gotta be next in the rotation after a commercial about grinding the meat and baking the buns?
And making the mayo.
You need what? And
making the mayo.
What does that even mean? Is he what?
Jesus Christ.
Is he back to 100%? Do you think he's back to 100%?
It's a trap question.
Yeah. He's back. He's back to 100%. He's back to 100%. I'm just happy that. Let me stop looking at these comments, man. I think more than anything with Trey, it's some of the other things that we're seeing him fighting through screens. Some of the timely rebounds, had about 6 rebounds, had some. I think he had about 4 assists tonight. He's less and less of a weakness or an eyesore defensively. A lot of times he would get lost so often in transition or in half court off ball, backdoor cuts, pause. Just he would play defense with his eyes. And now I think he's taking a step forward there, man. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Trey, improving on other areas of the floor. I don't know if he is 100%, Justin. I don't know if he 100% feels confident in it because there have been attempts, there have been moments where he should have put a couple of tall, large Caucasian centers on posters, and he won't try it. He won't try it. It's right there. And a year ago, dating back to the summer, Plumlee would have been on a poster, but he doesn't even try it. So,
Do you? I know you can't.
Come on, Corey.
That's crazy, Corey. 5. There was a moment there late in the fourth. Back to your coaching comments. They had taken Trey out for Larry, probably around the 5-minute mark, but then they put Trey back in and took CJ out. And I thought there was a little growth there from Willie. I thought there was a little like I thought there was.
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man.
I thought from Coach Green tonight you saw some maturity. Yeah, some elevation of getting better. What did you think of those substitution packages?
I mean, he talked about it, bro. There's one answer in particular. Shout out to Will Guillory. He asked him about like him going to that lineup, and he was pretty candid about it. Usually, like Coach Green is like really cut, like it's all pretty much same kind of answer along the lines. Like, but tonight he was like, yeah, man, I can't grow if I'm not uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, all right. Like that seems like the guy that you would hope to see on a consistent basis, right? Like that's the answers you kind of expect. Like, good. He was uncomfortable. He made a decision, even if it didn't work, right? Like he tried it. Like that's okay to try and fail. Like he tried something different. You didn't want to go with the same exact thing that didn't work before. Like try something else. And it was cool to see. I don't know if y'all even talked about these two players. And Chris, you brought up Trey Murphy, trying to dunk on somebody, like didn't want to dunk on somebody, and kicked it to Najee in the corner. I thought Najee and Jose played really well.
They did.
I had that mistake. Yeah, they were great. They were plus like 25 tonight. Najee and Jose.
Tonight was the night.
Well. Tonight was the night. Yeah.
Tonight was the night. Look, can I add on Fobb's point real quick? One of the things that, like, the thing that was most impressive to me, and somebody said it in the chat earlier about we got to see it more consistently. If you can take CJ McCollum out of the game and close with Trey and close with Larry, who was playing well, like nobody had nobody could battle or say anything negative about that lineup. If you can do that, then you should be able to do that any game going forward the rest of the way. You got to be able to, because some night it might be, look at birthday balloons. Some night it might be Jose's night. It might be Najee's night. You know what I'm saying? It might be Jonas's night. Be able and ready to do that no matter whatever the game calls for. Willie got to be able to do it. And that's how I feel. He called what the game called for tonight. So next game, if it's Jonas, if it's Najee, if it's Jose, if it's Trey, whoever the game calls for, whoever it means sitting, you're gonna have to do that going forward. Like that's how the president that should be set.
Chris, I want to ask you this question. Like, I feel like tonight he put feelings aside. Like he wasn't worried about emotions or hurting feelings, and he was worried about winning. And I feel like if he can do that consistently moving forward, forgetting about relationships or who's going to be mad or who's not going to be mad. Like, I feel like as a coach, and look, it's easier said than done. It's very hard to manage. Like we all know this. It's very hard to manage a bunch of egos. It really is. And tonight I feel like he put egos aside. He's like, look, I think that, okay, we're going to get Larry in for Trey. We need to get a stop. Okay. But we need to get Trey in for CJ. CJ does not have it going tonight. Trey's got it better. Like, I thought tonight there was a little maturity there from Willie. Like that's what I saw. If he can do this in a playoff series, I'm confident. I really am.
Hey, look, Larry played well tonight, but I want to say this. I feel like I don't know why this couldn't have been a Jonas game. They're a team that actually play a 5. They play an actual center. Why couldn't he have gotten more than 18 minutes into the game tonight?
But if Larry was working, Lito, then why change it up? Like Larry was actually in the second half, Larry was working.
But you
That's
do this.
Jonas' fault, to be honest.
What's that?
Okay,
Chris?
That's Jonas' fault. Jonas. I mean, we gotta call spade a spade. Jonas didn't play well tonight. He didn't. Even in the spot minutes he did not play well. He didn't even when he tried to
1
be
of 6
aggressive
from the field. Yeah,
he did not play well. He didn't look like he was playing well. Couldn't hold on to the ball. Should have had an and one. You hear him yelling over the screen, about an easy layup that we accustomed to him making to get to the free throw line. Couldn't put it together. Couldn't get you anything from three. Wasn't a deterrent at the rim. They threw the ball to him a couple times in the post. Couldn't give you anything. I mean, if Jonas that tonight, I think just while Larry was the better player from start to finish, Jonas didn't play well and take advantage of the things that he sometimes takes advantage of in these matchups against Zubac and Plumlee, for quarters, not full games, but there's certain quarters when we see him be aggressive. He didn't play well.
To that point, I think that's more of a testament to Ty Lue than anything. They started out in the zone, right? Like, to be honest, Jonas has killed them periodically, right? Like, this has been the team. So they go zone. You can't go one-on-one against Zoo. You can't get him in foul trouble. Hence why you start stagnant. And then Jonas looks bad because you're in the zone. So you can't, like, he's not the one you're going to put in the middle and he's going to make passes to Zion, or like, that's not going to happen. He's not really athletic in the dunker spot, so you can get to him and recover. I think that's just a really great job by Ty Lue. That isn't like a, something about like Jonas not playing. Like, yeah, he didn't play well. Like, he could have finished and got an and one. I think that's just more of a testament to Ty Lue in the game plan rather than just a fallacy on JB.
Five. It sounds like, to me, it sounds like you saying you giving Ty Lue credit.
Yeah,
you have a promo for that shirt?
Yeah, it sounds like Ty, he giving them credit. And for $25, you could go to Boo Crew Media's website and you could get some credit. Like, it's right there for you. Like, it's $25, boocrewmedia.com. Like, come get your credit. It's all good.
Give him credit. So this is what we're gonna do. That's Lito. That's impressive right there. There's a promo. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay, so from here on out, if you become a member of Super Chat, you get entered to win a chance at 2 floor seats. We're not gonna do it right now, Lala. We're gonna do at the end of the show. So 2 floor seats. What we're gonna do is hear from DraftKings, and then we'll get to fan questions. So let's hear from DraftKings, take a minute break, and then we'll get to any questions y'all have for the panel. We'll go from there. The NBA season is in full swing, and when I can't get enough of the action on the court, I spice things up by betting on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BOOT. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code BOOT. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/promos for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Once again, shout out DraftKings Sportsbook and also Crystal Hot Sauce, the official hot sauce of Boo Crew Media. Appreciate always the snap or the super chat. So let's go 5. Let's go here first from Donald, who's always here. Appreciate you, Donald. Our lineup works when Najee and Jose are making threes. Tonight they played. They were a difference maker tonight.
Yeah, as they've been all season, but my position or stance on Jose and Najee is because they depend on them. Like, I know sometimes we think like, okay, they're just kind of throwaway guys. I don't like to necessarily use that term, but I've seen games where Najee Marshall and Jose Alvarado have won the games for the Pelicans. Like, I've seen it with my own eyes, and it's been multiple times. But if these guys can knock down threes, they're consistent players. And then I actually heard a story about Najee that I actually want to share. Like, I heard this dude works out like at night where he has to shoot 50 shots from each. Oh no, he has to make 10 shots from each spot on all goals in the practice facility before he leaves.
Wow. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not. I
think that's 50 shots 50 makes per goal. Per goal, and I think he's the ones in between as well. Like
there's 8 total goals.
Yeah, so I mean, he's probably getting over what 8 times 2 is 16, 100 and
we're gonna do math.
Yeah, so whatever. But he's getting up a lot of threes. He's making a lot of threes just to even leave the like. And I know we like to go back and forth about all right, he's not a shooter, but dog, I think he's shooting his career high in threes, and I think he's really good from the corner. Like bro, sometimes, hey, shit don't fall all the time, but this is just one of those nights where it does.
400 threes to complete the whole cycle from your story there. 5. Lito from Taylor Williams. Do y'all think the recent games for BI indicate he finally understands that he's the number 2?
That's tough. That's tough, Taylor, because he 4 for 13. So it's not like he's not shooting the shots. He's just not making the shots. Like Chris was saying, he was getting blitzed top of the key. So Taylor, let me answer it my way. I think that he can be the number 2 and still score points. Like I don't think he has to be sub 20 points to be a number 2. I do believe that if this team is gonna be successful, he gotta do more than the 13 streak he been putting up. I know he had hella points against Indy. I think it was Indy. He had like 34, 35, something like that against the Pacers. But
I think he did the Raptors too, right?
I don't remember. I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember. But I do think, Taylor, I do think that he's bought in. I'll give you that. I think he's bought into his role, and I think that he's probably seen like his particular style of play, the one-on-one ISO midi. I'm not saying it's not conducive to winning. I'm saying that we ain't seen it be conducive to winning yet.
Fair. Super chat, Chris, of course, from Thomas. Appreciate you. Pels with the 4 seed. Do you think it's a possibility?
I think it's a possibility based off of the fact that you have the season series now, and that's the Pelicans learned a lot about that last season, about how one of the reasons outside of the way that they ended the year that they ended up outside of the play-in is because a couple of teams that were in front of them, they had an extra game to make up that they couldn't, because they lost to those teams. And I think, you look at the advantage they have with the Kings right now of pretty much sweeping them. They got a 5th game left, but this against the Clippers only being now 2 games back, I think the Clippers schedule upcoming is really it's a little bit easy. And that can make it interesting. But you definitely gotta, you at least gotta give them a chance. If you're 2 games out, and let's say the Pelicans go on a run with this, with this road trip, Clippers still have older guys. We don't know exactly what's going on. I was shocked that James Harden didn't play tonight, so that has to add some level of seriousness to his injury. You never know with Paul George and Kawhi from night to night. It could, the Pelicans, they were just a game and a half back. If they take care of business against the Cavaliers, we're having a whole different conversation right now. So you never know down the stretch, but regardless, you have to give them a solid chance just based off the fact that they're only 2 games back, and now they got the season series, and that always reigns supreme. That always reigns supreme this time of year.
Lito, do we win in front of the hose?
Yeah, I mean, I know this wasn't a nationally televised game, but I do believe let me put it to you like this. Let's talk barbershop talk. You got a team from LA, right? You know what come from LA, right? It's 3 things that come from LA. It's women, weed, and weather, right? Right. So they're not the Lakers, but they're the Clippers. They're still coming from LA. So you got LA here too, right? So when 2 LAs meet, it's multiple. What Alexa said.
Hey, they was in there too.
Hey.
They were in there too.
5. The Larry Lamps are effective when he's scoring threat like tonight. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, anybody scoring, bro.
Scoring threat. Scoring threat.
No mind. No mind. That's that threat word. That's the no mind.
Yeah, everybody gotta be, a threat at some point. I think Trey mentioned that in the post game. Like, yeah, man, you put a lineup out there that everybody's a threat. You can't help off too much. Zion's already got 1.5, 2 people looking at him, right? So everybody's a threat. Your numbers are gonna look really good when you're playing around a guy like that, and you got shooters and you got people scoring. It's hard to guard.
It's hard to guard. I just
Why you said it like that, dog?
Yeah, it's a little crazy, especially rubbing your chin. That's a little
well,
wild.
I'm going through the comments.
Y'all know,
it's hard to balance.
Y'all know what else? Y'all know what else? Two LAs make? Two LAs make one Lala.
Ooh. She gonna cut you, dog.
Yeah, she's.
Hey,
bro.
Yes, dude.
Beans in the chat tonight. Beans in the chat tonight. Beans in the chat. All right. So look, we'll go about 10, 15 more minutes. So once again, if you're just joining the show, we are doing a giveaway where you either become a member, a super chat, and you get entered to win 2 floor seats to go see Wemby versus Zion. I think it's on April either 5th or 7th. It's the second to last game at home against the Spurs. So appreciate everybody that has pulled up. Make sure you smash the like button. Everything's good here, Ross. Let's go. What you
didn't do that, dog. Just you were funny, bro.
You just funny, bro. You like you supposed to say, "What up, Ross? Hey, what's good?" Like,
good.
Like, yeah.
I've had a couple. It's been a day. It's been a long one. 5 Herb Jones. Once again tonight. Yeah, that was bad. It's been a bad show. You just gotta look at the film, try to get better, man. Just watch.
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man.
Herb Jones tonight, 5. First team all defense. Just fucking hang the banner. First team all defense. He is.
Man,
first team. Not second.
Yeah,
not the first team.
I'm not even worried about it. I don't see why he couldn't be defensive player of the year. I don't know why. I don't even know why we trying to shortchange it.
Wait, talk to me about that.
I mean, he's held a lot of elite players to subpar nights. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna stop everybody. It's hard to play a guy like Darius Garland and then 48 hours later you gotta match it with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Like I don't think he doesn't get a night off. I mean, Dyson used to be there, and that used to be the saving grace for him. But now that Chris Partner on IR, like heard about that by himself and still leading his team to the 6th ranked defensive rating. Like, bro, that's not an easy task. Like, if all the players are saying we're only good on defense because of her, like at some point somebody gotta leave.
Go ahead, Lito.
He preaching.
Wait, what's the question? I'm sorry.
Herb, first team all defense.
Yeah, I think that he definitely first team all defense. He definitely first team all defense. I love to see him be defensive player of the year. I think Wemby might get it. I'm, you know what I'm saying.
A rookie on a team that may have win 20 games. Like,
how about this? Y'all think because what he really is, 5, Herb's the most valuable defender.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So if you had that award, it should easily go to him. And I think that's something that they should consider or look into because nobody would be more. No one's more valuable to their team statistically, or when you're actually watching the game than Herb Jones is to them defensively. No one is. Ain't even healthy. He ain't even say healthy.
Chris, my thing is if you take Wemby off the Spurs, they still losing, and maybe they win, or maybe they lose, 5 more games. Like, all right, I mean, Wemby does make a difference, but like they have another lottery team. Like you take Herb off this team,
dude. Chris, lead or 5. Herb's the what are they defensively? What's their defensive rating right now? Do you know? Like they're still top 6.
Yeah, it's still top 6.
It's because of Herb Jones. Like what you said, it was last year because of Herb Jones. It's this year because it's only solely because of Herb Jones.
Yeah, you take Herb off this defense. Take Herb off the court. All right, good luck.
How could you possibly give Victor? Well, how could you possibly how could you possibly give Wembanyama the defensive player of the year when they've won 20-something games of the worst team in the league? Like, why do you reward that? Because he has a lot of blocks.
Yeah.
Because he's 7'5". Like, no, I'm serious. Like,
Justin, listen. I know it's a Pels show.
Herb Jones goes 1 through 5. By the way,
the way you just glossed over because you get a lot of blocks is
because you get a lot of blocks. well, like nobody's close to him in blocks. It's just
this motherfucker almost got like 200 blocks.
But no, I get it. I get it. I get it.
This should be one of those things where, like, young man, you're going to get this award for the next.
Earn it. Like, you got to earn it.
No. I just think he's going to get this award for the next year and probably the next 15 years from like if Herb won't win it, he better win it now.
But you just told me, though, that Herb guards the best player every single night. Let me ask you, does Wembanyama guard the best single player every single night? Or does Gobert guard the best player every single night? No, they're elite. And look, they're elite at rim protection. And yes, I understand Wembanyama and Gobert can switch 1 through 5 and like they're incredible. But do they get the assignments of every single night of like, you're going to guard LeBron, you're going to guard Paul, you're going to guard Shea. Like Herb guards the best players in the world every single night. That's my biggest defense for Herb, like to be talked about being defensive player of the year. Like, do y'all have any does that not weigh into the conversation is what I'm trying to say? Does that not weigh?
Names weigh in these conversations, bro. You know that. You know how the game goes. The
names in politics, dog.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't want to be this person. I don't even think, bro. Wemby, I don't even think that's just the names. And like he really, I know you.
No, he definitely like that.
I know you talking about he don't guard the best player, but technically he's guarding everyone because he had a play where he switched on all 5 players in one game and then still got the block.
Literally have 18 wins.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It ain't his fault, but it ain't his fault.
Yeah. I mean, everything. I mean, it's crazy to say, but I don't think everything should be about winning. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think every individual award should be about necessarily winning. Now, should they fix their ways of voting to where, you know what I mean? Like Herb should have been on a defensive team already. And if he would have been, maybe at that point, we're easily talking about him being defensive player of the year. But we have this thing when it comes to these votes to where it's almost like a rite of passage. Like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, shout out to Naw.
Yeah.
Naw probably deserves to be on an all NBA defensive team this year. He's playing that well defensively, but he won't get there because he's Nickeil. But another year of it, now you start looking at him like people started looking at Derek White and like, all right, he's good. Now I'm comfortable with making this happen. Timberwolves then won. He's gonna be on the watch list. Herb has suffered for the Pelicans' failures, arguably when we're talking about accolades more than anyone else.
Yeah,
because he probably should have been on defensive teams probably back-to-back years, but because it's New Orleans, because it's the Pelicans, and you ain't really, you ain't been in the national spotlight. That's what happens.
What stats more impressive? Anybody can answer first. Steals or blocks?
Steals.
I don't know,
Chris. Why don't you know about that, Lito?
I'm saying because all steals and all blocks aren't created equal. Like they're not the same. So it depends. Like it depends on the possession. Who's getting the ball stolen from him? Who's getting their shot blocked? You know what I'm saying? Like
that was a year like James Harden was like top tier in steals. Like that didn't make him a great defender. I'm not saying he was a bad defender, but like we could. And then there's years where Rudy Gobert is getting all these, help side blocks. Like, all right, cool. but then get in the playoffs, like he can't even play. Like, I don't think blocks and steals are just like this. Oh, you need this amount. Like, no, I think the game should dictate who should get these awards rather than, just a certain stat. Yeah, you need a stat to, I guess, be in the conversation, but they shouldn't just say just because you got this amount of stats or you're number one in this category, you should win this award. It's not like a scoring title, right? You just need to score points.
I think I do think it's totally viable though. I know I was talking about women, but I do think it's totally viable that Herb Jones again does get first team all defense, and still I don't know if he'll get defensive player of the year, but I think that
He'll get votes.
He'll get votes. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think he should get votes for it.
That's
But
fair.
hold on, Justin. My only statement is we're gonna say Herb had to go through a rite of passage, but Wemby gonna win this on the first rip.
It's hard, man. He the first of the league. He the face of the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Who won defensive player of the year as a rookie? Anybody?
I don't think anybody has.
There's no way that's happened. There's just no way that has ever happened.
Either I bet either Hakeem or Patrick Ewing did off the top of my head.
I don't think so.
David Robinson.
I'll look it up right now.
I would be surprised.
But Natalie, this is just for you if you're just joining.
This is flat out incredible. Incredible. You got a top 10 defense without a rim protector. This is why.
No rookie has won. No rookie has won, and no teenager has won.
There you
go. Okay. Well, there you go.
There's no way Wemby wins it this year.
So who does?
But no, but Herb ain't gonna win. Drew got, hey, how many? Wait, Jared, what's the stat? Drew Holiday, all first team NBA in New Orleans. It was 0, right?
0.
First team? No, yeah.
First
team. When he left New Orleans to go to Milwaukee, how many times?
Instantly. I think he got it twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Twice. So do you think Herb Jones would get more recognition if he played for bigger markets?
Yeah, no, I think Milwaukee isn't like a big market.
No, but they have like Giannis, who's
that's it. Winning. If the team was winning last year, like Herb, if I'm Herb, I got problems with BI and Zion. If they were healthy, if they were playing well, if the team was winning, he would have got $100 and something odd million when his contract ended. That's the statement. Like, he wouldn't have got a $54 million deal. No, it would have been 100+. He would have got Jaden McDaniels deal or anybody. Like, that's where he would have lied.
Fair. I like that comment. The Timberwolves. So the other day, the Pelicans had I think it was 1 point last week. I don't remember when it was, but they had held another team under 100 points. So I'm looking. I'm like, I wonder like where they rank in regards to teams that have held their opponents to under 100 points. It's like the Timberwolves number 1 and like everybody else. It's like they've been incredible at that. So I do like that argument. Because if you're not going to give it to Wemby, I think that's cool. And we know he's an analytical guy defensively as well.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Last chance to enter. You got about 30 seconds. If you get a super chat, you become a member. You get entered into a chance of 2 floor seats to the Spurs Pelicans on April 5th. We always appreciate all of y'all. We're gonna take off tomorrow, so no stream on Saturday night, but we will be back live Sunday night at the studio. Make sure you smash that like button. If we have any more super chats, Lala, I think we can bring up the wheel. Whoever wins, make sure you DM Pro Pels Talk on X. And
oh damn,
Lala's got it ready. Lala's got it ready.
Lala cool is a motherfucking dog.
All right, Lala, spin the wheel. Here we go. We're gonna get a winner. I guess we're gonna click the spin.
Oh, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Lala's got it. She's about to. She's about to
spin.
We need to spin.
Hey, can we play some prop bet?
Here we go.
Here
we go.
I got Hazel winning. I just saw a name. I'm just calling it.
Oh.
Floor seats, my dog.
Yo. 504 boy. Wow, man. Appreciate you always here.
All the time, too. That's crazy.
That is pretty great.
Man,
Make sure you DM me,
congratulations,
504 boy. Congratulations. Also, appreciate all y'all super chats, man. All the members,
That's tight.
all the likes, everything like that, man. We really appreciate y'all. So, no show tomorrow night, but we'll be back live on Sunday. Once again, presented to you by the Company Burger located 4600 Front Street, and of course, Birdsall Lawfirm. 504 boy, congratulations. Appreciate everyone that pulled up tonight. We will see y'all on Sunday. See y'all later.
Is he still in here? Do we know he won?
Oh, wait. 5 seconds of
Probably
Lito.
not.
Sorry. 5 seconds of Lito. 5 seconds of Lito. Go ahead.
Oh, damn. I ain't even have. Let me see. So, listen, Michael Thomas. Again, Michael Thomas. MT, bro. MT. Me and Follw want to holler at you. Like, just come sit down and talk to us. We just got questions. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Michael Thomas, if you got any questions about anything, bro, like, I promise you, like, this is not the Dennis Allen era of the Saints, bro. Like, I'm not going to shake a Falcon coach's hand. But what I also won't do is give him credit. So, if you need that, like, definitely, bro, come and holler at us. You know what I'm saying? BootCrewMedia.com. That's all I got.
BootCrewMedia.com under merch. Make sure give them credit shirts out now.
Congratulations, 504 boy.
Congrats, 504 boy. We'll see y'all on Sunday. Later, guys.